video coming for you. We got a 2008 LMM engine, had no compression on cylinder 4. It's a pretty low mileage engine as well. And I've got no other ideas other than it's got a bent rod. So I think we're gonna do a video on changing a bent connecting rod. I've got tons of used parts and whatnot. So it's gonna be pretty straightforward. I'm gonna swap the camera here and then. We pulled the engine quite a while ago. It's been sitting in my shop here for months and months. Haven't done much, pulled the fuel lines and the injectors out, but that's pretty simple. So cylinder 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right here. We had low compression, injectors were fine, everything was fine. It just has low compression and it still ran beautifully, ironically enough. I see no other option other than we have a bent rod. So I guess we'll see what this video ends up being. You could probably use this video to learn how to do head gaskets on a Duramax as well. So I'm going to do some time-lapse videos of pulling everything apart. Got to pull this fuel line out yet, pull these fuel lines off, pull the Y bridge. I'm going to do the EGR delete. Could probably use this as an EGR delete video as well. We're going to put an LB7 up pipe in, either that or cut this one. See how it goes. But yeah, we just pulled the injectors and fuel lines. Other than that, everything's still here. Pull these stupid heat shields off, which are useless, by the way. I never put them back on my own vehicles, and pull her apart. Well, there's a first time for everything. I can't believe it. I don't think I've ever taken valve covers off without breaking at least one of the, holy cow. I think I just found our problem. Let me turn the camera here. What do we see here? Look at that. I think we might have gotten lucky here. And I swapped this motor out just because I thought it was destroyed. But we got some bent rods. Push rods. Ouch. If you could figure your stuff out there, camera. I'll get these on pictures yet, but yeah, that rod does not look good. Push rod. And that one looks a little bit worse. You can see that there. Maybe I need to take a videography class. All right, hopefully that's it. Short video, I guess. I asked it at what happened here. So everything looks fine here. I'm gonna just double check, look everything over. Make sure nothing fell into a place it shouldn't have been. And I think I'm gonna stick a camera in there. Probably try and go into the injector hole before I get too excited. But yeah, I think I might be able to get away with just replacing some push rods. So we got lucky, I think. I think the rod's gonna be fine, connecting rod, but the push rods are obviously not. And so either way, I'm gonna have to pull the head off. Hopefully not the bottom end, but this valve here needs to be swapped out, and we can't do that without pulling the head. So hopefully we're not gonna find anything majorly damaged in there. Let's keep pulling her off. We're pretty well ready for our grand reveal. See what's going on underneath this head here. I'm a little nervous. I hope we don't see a bunch of broken pistons and stuff, which I don't think, because how nicely this thing was running. Might have to get a pry bar. Should be able to pull the Y bridge right out. If she's not stubborn. Well, one more bolt. There we are. Alrighty. Let's get this thing out of here. Alright, let's pull this sucker. Here we are. What do we got? No damage. I think we might be in luck. So, let's take a look at this cylinder. Yeah, looks like the head gasket got a little bit of damage there from the rod breaking. I'm gonna inspect this thing really closely and hopefully we got no damage, but this piston right here, I am gonna have to double check to make sure this thing's gonna come all the way up. I really hope we didn't bend a connecting rod by just injecting fuel into here without the valves opening and closing. Look at that. That's where we've got our little seat that goes onto the bridge. I was wondering where those were. I'm hoping I find the other one here somewhere too. Here we are about at the head. Everything looks all right here. It would have been, I believe, this cylinder. You can see there's regular wear on all of these. This guy looks like she's been just injecting fuel and nothing else, no combustion for quite a while. So I guess we'll see how this thing goes. Try and replace that valve and hope for the best. So yeah, so far everything looks all right. So what I did, just to make sure that I don't have a bent connecting rod or something, is it's this cylinder we're working on right here. I just made sure to rotate the engine over a couple times and make sure nothing looks kind of funky in here. And let's see. She's coming right to the top. You see that? That's beautiful. And then I tested it to make sure it didn't have any play. The ring, the wrist pin and everything's gonna be fine. So we're gonna throw a new valve in and get her running. Okay, we got the new valve in. Just looking a little bit better than before, would you say? This, I don't know how to make this thing zoom, is what we had before. Now we got a brand new one in there. Valve doesn't look bad other than that. It's kind of a fluke, I think. No idea what happened, but yeah, she's gonna run good. Got a bit of a mess here of parts. Could be worse. All I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm gonna videotape this, but I'm just gonna clean up this this block here. Clean this up nice, get a nice flat surface on here. Head gaskets were fine, so there shouldn't be any warping on the head. I'm gonna give it a straight edge, make sure everything's good, and then I'm gonna clean her up. Clean up that head, pull the glow plugs out, and then clean up the surfaces. Put on our new head gaskets, and put her back together. Okay, so I had to cut the video early there because I needed my camera to see the video, to see where I left off, because I got confused. But yeah, we got them all torqued. That's one thing I hate about bolts. They're not, they don't have just a torque number. Like studs, you can just torque them. I think it's like 60, 90, 120 or whatever it is. And these ones are like 37 foot-pounds, 59, 59 foot-pounds, and then two 60-degree turns. And that's kind of a stupid system if you ask me, but yeah. Now we just put the valve cover back on. Pretty straightforward. Y bridge, put that back on. Fuel system, and put the turbo back on. I had to take the bolts off for the turbo just to be able to reach all the bolts for this Y bridge. Y bridge is a pain in the ass. She should be good to go. Got that new valve in. Everything's turning nice. I just got to torque these guys yet. These little 8 mils or whatever they are. And then put our rocker shaft back on, and pretty straightforward. So yeah, I guess I thought that was going to be a connecting rod replacement video, a little more in depth. Probably wouldn't have made a video if I had known it was just a broken valve. But some people out there might need to do a head gasket on a truck, and you can use this video for learning how to do that. Pretty straightforward. Some people might want to know how to take up a Y bridge, valve cover gaskets, EGR delete. And so now, I guess now you know. This guy, we're going to take this one off, get this ugly thing out of here, put an LB7 up pipe on there, and then we got no more EGR. Build a couple blocker plates and we're good to go. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to try and make this as short a video as possible. I know sometimes you're looking for a video on how to do something, and then there's a guy talking for like 452 minutes, and then you got to scroll past all the crap and whatever. They got to get their views and stuff. So cool. Thanks for watching.